Hey, so today I'm going to tell you a story about a boy I once knew named Rakesh. And this is how it goes. ये दिल ही है मेरे यार, बस इश्क मोहब्बत प्यार.
बस्ती है मस्तानों की दिल्ली दिल्ली गली है दीवानों की दिल्ली सेक्स बस्ती है मस्तानों की दिल्ली दिल्ली गली है दीवानों की दिल्ली सेक्स.
Imagine l'écart d'un paysage qui te submerge. Pas à pas, tu pénètres dans cette atmosphère. Tel cri de ce qui t'aspire. Toi, tu regardes ce qui t'inspire.
All about the windows है दिल्ली दिल्ली all about the windows है दिल्ली सेक्स बस्ती है मस्तानों की दिल्ली दिल्ली गली है दीवानों की दिल्ली सेक्स.
Imani, where's today's newspaper?
अरे एक मिनट बाबा.
मिसेस भाटिया, आप यहाँ?
Good morning, Himani.
Oh, good morning.
Where is Verma ji?
Varma ji is inside having his tea.
Only tea? No sweets? No celebrations?
Sweets, celebrations. किस खुशी में? Come inside.
Thank you.
लो, फिर आ गई. I wonder what gossip she has come up with today. हेलो मिसेस पाटिया, आप यहाँ?
Hello, Verma ji. Rakesh नहीं है? Where is he?
Rakesh is in his room. Why?
Oh, I just wanted to congratulate him.
Congratulate. And what celebrations were you talking about before?
Didn't you read today's newspaper?
But what's in today's paper?
Oh, come on, Verma ji. Stop joking now. I know you always read the morning paper.
But I just got the paper.
Oh, come on, Verma ji. Your son has secured the first place in the country.
What? Are you serious?
Did I just hear that I came first in the country?
Oh my god. I'm so proud of you, beta. Come.
Hi, मेरा बेटा.
My son is finally back from America.
It's not America, Dad. It's USA.
Come in. Oh no, wait. Himani! Himani, look who's come.
अकेले आए हो या किसी को साथ लेके आए हो?
नहीं माँ.
अरे पकड़ो जी. हाय मेरा बेटा.
Very good, beta. Come, we have news for you.
So, Dad, what's the news you were talking about?
We have found a girl for you. And we have arranged a meeting in this coming week.
Okay, Papa. I respect your decision.
Very good, beta. I am proud to have a son like you.
चलो बेटा, अब आप फ्रेश हो क्या? I'll set dinner.
Mummy ji, wake up, Mummy ji. It's time to take your medicines. Mummy ji, Rakesh!
What happened?
Mummy ji is not responding.
Mummy ji? Mummy ji?
Rakesh? What happened, Rakesh? Rakesh?
Mummy ji is no more. Papa, I'll brief Veena about your medicines. Veena,
Haan ji, what happened?
see, these are the two medicine bottles. You have to give this before food and this after food. And no pan for Papa.
Okay.
Dadaji, are you okay? Are you okay? Mama, Dadaji has fallen down. Mama, Dadaji has fallen down. Papa, Dadaji has fallen down.
Papa, Papa, what's wrong with you, Papa? You could have asked Ina for something if you wanted. Why did you try to take that glass of water? What's wrong with you? Are you even listening to me? Look at me.
Good morning, uncle. Please come in.
Yes, beta. Hello, Varmaji. How are you?
Hello, Mr. Bhatia. All good with you? Why this surprise visit?
I'm fine, Varmaji. I came to ask whether everything was okay last night. I heard a lot of noise. What had happened?
Nothing, Bhatia. I just wanted some water and I fell off the chair.
Oh, are you okay now? Did you injure yourself?
No, Bhatia. I'm okay.
At least you have a doctor in the house to look after you.
Look after me. He doesn't even give me enough to eat.
What? Doesn't give you enough to eat? Your own son?
Yes, my own son. If I ask him for one more piece of bread, he says, "No, Papa. I weighed out the atta myself and I can't allow you to have more than 200 grams of cereal a day." He weighs the food he gives me, Bhatia. He has scales to weigh it on. This is what it has come to.
Never. Is it even possible? In this evil age, for a son, refuse his father food?
Let me tell you, today the family was having fried fish. I could smell it. I called to my daughter in law to bring me a piece. She came to the door and said no.
She said no.
No, she says no. Rakesh has ordered her to give me nothing fried. No butter. He says no oil.
No butter? No oil? How does he expect his father to live?
This is how he treats me. After I have brought him up, given him an education, made him a great doctor, a great doctor. This is the way great doctors treat their fathers, Bhatia.
I'm sorry to hear about all this, Varmaji. I wish I could sit longer to chat, but I have to get going. I have a function to attend.
I understand, Bhatia. Okay then. I will see you some other day. Bye.
Bye.
If I complain about a pain, whether big or small, Rakesh would open another bottle of pills and force me to take it.
I have my duty towards you, Papa.
Let me be. Let me die. It would be better. I do not want to live only to eat your medicines.
Papa, be reasonable.
I leave that to you. Leave me alone. Let me die now. I cannot live like this.
Hi beta, how are you?
I'm fine, Auntie.
Good. How is everything at home?
Everything is not fine. Papa's not well.
Oh, what happened?
He's lying all day on his bed, fed every few hours by his daughter-in-law, visited by every member of his family, and yet he says he has to live a life like this.
Oh my god.
Papa, you're here?
Deprived of food, his wishes ignored, taunted by his daughter in law, laughed at by his grandchild. This is how I live. You know, God is calling me. And they won't let me go. Let me lie down. I can't sit up anymore.
You can, Papa. Rakesh said you can if you try. Will you have some tea, Coca-Cola, or shall I fry you some samosas?
Papa? Papa, I'm home.
I'm dying. Let me die.
Papa, you're joking, right? I bought you a new tonic to make you feel better. You must take it. It'll make you feel stronger again. Here it is. Promise me you'll take it regularly.
Keep your tonic. I want none. I want none. I won't take any more of your medicines. God is calling me. Now let me go.
Papa? Papa?
His eyes closed. The heart stopped beating. After all the hard work of keeping his father healthy and alive, he still lost him. Maybe death was the only thing which could save him from his life. Death came to him as the last peaceful thing, but to his son as an awful awakening. For his father, God's shadow was better than the light of his devoted son.